GCK King's Circle with Pastor Dr. W.F. Kumuyi.
Have you ever witnessed the scenario of runners running on a race?
Yes, I have.
Well, you'd have observed the passion, the focus, the grit with which they, run this race till they get to the finishing line.
You're right. These are the key things I look forward to seeing in athletes' posture. But before we go on, welcome everyone to the GCK King's Circle. My name is Favor Joseph, the host for today's episode. And co-hosting with me is
Desmond Neboe. This is a hub where kings, queens, princes, and princesses are nested, nurtured, and knitted for royalty. Just as athletes run, so every man is on a journey through growth, phases, and even life as an entity. But it's not enough to run. It's the price at the end of the race that really counts.
You're right. Today, Dr. W.F. Kumuyi will shed more light on this subject. So, sit back and be blessed with this musical interlude from a renowned gospel artist.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious is thy grace appear, the hour I first believed. My chains are gone, I've been set free. My God, my Savior has ransomed me, and like a flood, His mercy reigns, unending love, amazing grace.
I'm certain you were greatly enriched by that ministration. Desmond, were you?
Yes, I was. And now it's time to listen to the man of God.
Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth a prize? So run. So run. Run in such a way. Run on the right track. Run with the right speed. And run with the right knowledge. And run with the goal and destination in front of you. Run, don't wobble. Run, don't just be lackadaisical. Run, don't just walk as if you are in leisure. Run, that ye may obtain. We can take up this challenge and understand that life is a race. Education is a race. Profession is a race. Everything about our lives, character, charisma, competence, courage, everything we try to have. We have them so that they will help us to run the race. There are people like us having almost the same talent, almost the same upbringing, almost the same opportunity, almost the same goal that we have, they have. They run, we run. But we arrive at different destinations because of who we are, because of what we concentrate on, because of what we decide to do with our lives. So run. that ye may obtain. Now, you cannot run with your neighbor's legs. You have to stand by yourself. You cannot run with your neighbor's energy. If you're going to run anyway, if you're going to run in the physical, in the moral, in the spiritual, in the profession, if you're going to run, you have to use the legs that God has given you. It's giving us brain, a mind. It's giving us heart. It's giving us a soul. It's giving us personality. It's giving us everything we need to run. But then you have to make up your mind, I will run. That's not enough. I will so run. I have a destination. I'm talking about you. I have the path that leads to the peak of the mountain, and anything I'm going to have is not going to come from outside. The energy and the determination for me to get to that destination is not going to come from anybody. Everything is inside here, and so I gather everything together and I so run. I concentrate when I run. I set my goal when I run. I look at the place I'm going. I do not allow discouragement or despair or whatever it is to pin me down. I keep running. It's what you obtain that shows the evidence you have been running. If you don't obtain anything and you just say, I've been running, I'm doing my best, I'm going through life, I'm trying to achieve, I have determination, and I'm running. It's what you achieve that speaks for you. It's where you get to that speaks for you. It's the result of what the running you are talking about is that one that will justify you have been running. So run, that ye may obtain. There are people that do not strive for the mastery. They poke nose into other people's lives. They poke nose into what does not concern them, their own life, their own destiny, their own goal, and their own desires. They do not nourish. But when a man wakes up, everything that is dead or dormant in you will wake up. First thing you need to realize is you have the chance and the calling to run, and nobody can stand in your way. You know, if anybody could have stood in the way of anyone, Potiphar's wife could have stood in the way of Joseph. But he was destined for the top. And Potiphar's wife could not stop him. If anybody could have stopped anyone from the high position that the Lord destined Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego for, Nebuchadnezzar could have stopped them. The furnace of fire could have stopped them. But the fire could not stop them. You might have fallen, you will rise up. You might have been reaching off, you will rise up. You will start where you are now. It doesn't take time. It doesn't take time. In a few months, in a few years, you'll be there. So run that ye may obtain.
Welcome back. If you must obtain the prize for the race, you must first connect your heart with God, who will then guide you through the race of life. So take a moment to commit your life to God and let Him order your steps.
And remember, no matter how ugly your past looks, with God, the end of your race will be filled with glitters of joy and renewal.
Yeah.
So we will see you again. Become a world changer
for Christ.
We believe that you've been impacted. Pastor Dr. W.F. Kumuyi would love to hear from you. Please visit our social media platforms and don't forget to join us on the next episode of GKC King's Circle. Be your dream, be royal.